Sometimes, when writing a paper, large amounts of information can be more clearly explained when accompanied by visual representation of data. Tables and figures can be used to condense large amounts of information in a more easily readable format. My name is Liz, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to include supplemental materials within your APA formatted paper. Tables are often used in lab reports, but can be used in many other types of papers as well. They usually contain numerical data and are laid out in columns and rows. Be sure to include information that is essential to the text of your paper, not including any irrelevant data. Also, be sure to be complete enough that your table can be understood on its own. When including a table in your paper, make sure that it is easily readable with clear columns and rows and without any distracting format. Each column and row should have a heading that clearly labels what information is included in it. Above your table, include a numerical label for your table, always following numerical order. If your paper only has one table, still refer to it as Table 1. Table numbers are located on the left above the table and title in non-italicized text. Next, give your table a title which is brief yet clear. Your reader should know what the table will tell them simply by reading the title. The title is italicized and located on the left above the table with all important words capitalized. When referring to a table within your document, be sure not to include every piece of information from your table. If you have to do so, a table probably wasn't needed in the first place. Instead, highlight information within your table, telling the reader what to look for. When referring to a table, never use labels such as the table above, the table below, or the table on page 4. Instead, refer to it by the table number you designated previously within the text. Notes can be included to clarify table contents. General notes clarify the table as a whole, while there are other types of notes which clarify specific parts of the table. For more information on these types of notes, see section 5.16 of the APA Publication Manual. Label your note with the word "note" in italics, followed by a period. Next, describe any abbreviations, symbols, or any other unclear table content. This would also be the appropriate place to state if your table was reproduced from another source. If this is the case, you must include a source citation within the note. Much of the information provided for table format also applies to figures. Figures should be easily readable, should be able to be understood on their own, and should also supplement or clarify text without being redundant. Figures should be labeled in numerical order, separate from tables. Types of figures include, but are not limited to, charts, graphs, maps, diagrams, and photographs. There are, however, a few distinguishing elements that separate figure format from table format. First, include a legend within the figure if colors, patterns, or lines need to be explained, as in a map or a line graph. The figure number should be listed beneath the figure instead of above, followed by a caption which serves as a title. Start your caption with a brief descriptive phrase of what your table includes, followed by any clarification needed about figure content and citation if necessary. This is similar to a note beneath a table. Sometimes supplemental materials can be distracting within the body of your manuscript. When this is the case, include tables, figures, and other supplemental materials at the end of your paper within an appendix or appendices. If you only have one appendix, simply label it Appendix, centering it at the top of a new page. If your document has more than one appendix, label them in alphabetical order and start each appendix on a new page. If you include tables and figures within your appendices, label them using the letter of the appendix in addition to your table or figure number, referring to them also in this way within the text. For tables or figures within a document with a single appendix, still use the letter A to clearly direct the reader to the appendix. Appendices can include text and headings, just like the body of your paper. Whether this is the case or not, make sure that appendix content is flush left, using paragraph indentation if necessary. And those are the basics on how to include supplemental materials within your paper. For more information on specific circumstances, check out an APA publication manual. For help on your specific assignment, come see the Writing Center, where a tutor is happy to help you.